Hi everyone, this is Neil Fawcett, Creative Director of Spartan Games. I'm here with Dan Bird, who's one of our vanguard. Dan's kindly agreed to run us through Taskforce, Firestorm Taskforce, and we're going to go through things like movement, firing, weapon systems, defences, and talk in general about some of the new statistics for the patrol groups. So over to Dan. So Dan, can you just run folks through how we move the three different size classes of ship, please?
Not a problem, not a problem. So we're going to start with the Tier 3 models, which are the Barracudas, and basically I'm just going to show you, take a run through of how we do the movement for a Tier 3 unit. So these guys can move...
Sorry, these are the smalls, aren't
they? So these are the
these?
smalls, yeah, the Tier 3 smalls, and basically these guys are Barracudas. They've got a movement of 12, so in Taskforce you always have to move at least half of your distance, so I'm basically going to move 6 inches just to show you how this is done. So a Tier 3, a small unit, can turn 45 degrees at the start.
That's up to 45
up
degrees.
to 45 degrees, you don't have to go 45 degrees. You then move, so you measure from the middle. So we go 6 inches. These guys can bomb along up here, they're pretty fast. And then, because these guys are small, they can also then do up to a 45 degree turn at the end. So these guys are really manoeuvrable.
So it's sort of very fast and furious,
very fast, very easy, really simple.
Cool.
So that's the Tier 3s. We'll go on to the Tier 2s next. So we've got some of the new Taskforce ships. So we've got the Leyden and the Carcinus. These guys are Tier 2s, so these are mediums. So these move pretty much the same as the smalls, apart from they can only turn at the start or at the end. So we'll just do a quick example. So these guys can go straight ahead and do a little turn at the end. Or they can turn at the start, move, but then they can't turn anymore. So we'll do the last guy. So this guy can move, he can turn up to 45 degrees, do his movement, but then that's that, he cannot turn at the end.
And they've stayed within coherency of each other, and that's basically that. Okay, what about the big boys?
Big boys, they can only move at the end. There is some exceptions. For the Aquans, we have included the manoeuvrable Mar, which basically means these guys can move equivalent to a Tier less, but we'll not go through that now. We'll just show how a normal Tier 1 moves.
So which battleship is that? That's
this is the Maelstrom.
Okay, so that's in the upcoming stats that we're going to put online shortly.
Yep.
Marvellous.
So basically, this guy he's got a movement of 8, so he's pretty fast for a battleship, as all the Aquans are. So he's got to move at least 4, and he can only do it at the end. So he moves up there, and he can do a 45 degree turn at the end. So that's
so less manoeuvrable,
that's
plodding along, but basically then hits everybody with a load of firepower.
Yeah.
Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you, Dan. That's really cool. Let's move on to firing. Okay, back to Dan. So what we're going to do now is we're going to basically engage a directed battleship with some mediums from the Aquans again. So happy days on this one. The Aquans seem to have got the drop on this battleship, so they're going to kind of move in and engage, I guess. Yeah, I presume you're going to hit it with everything you've got, Dan.
Everything. Let's give it a go.
Okay, go for it.
So then, guys, I'm just going to finish off my movement. So as we did before in the last video, cruisers can move up and then turn. So they're going to move in and turn away from the battleship, so they can get away from it next to if they're still alive. Right, so we've done the movement. We're going to move on to shooting. We're just going to do the beam weapons and torpedo weapons for now. We'll cover the boarding and the bombing later. So the first thing to do is measure the range. So we are just over 8 inches, so we're in effective range, which is pretty nice for us. So we measure from peg to peg on all the ships. Yep, so they're all in effective range. So shooting's really simple. You've got your stat sheet. Have a look, cross-reference, so we can have a look on here. My laser batteries on my medium has got 6 dice, so sometimes if you want to put the dice next to your ship, it makes it easy to count up. And then the next guys have got 5 each, so they're a little bit less powerful. But
16 dice though.
16 dice altogether, so that's pretty effective. Okay. So we're going to get
let's hope the gunners are awake.
We hope so, we hope so. So the Eliminator battleship has got a damage rating of 10, so it's quite tough. So let's hope we can beat it, see what my dice are like.
Okay.
So these are exploding dice, and then we'll go through that as well. So, it's not too bad, not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
We've got a couple of 6s, So, with the exploded mechanic, guys, every 6 that you get equals 2 hits, and then you get a reroll for each 6. So we've got 2 more rerolls, and then another hit. So altogether we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I'm actually 1 off.
You're 1 off damaging.
1 off damaging it.
And then actually we'd have had the defences for the battleship as well.
Oh yeah, the Eliminator's got 2 shields.
Well, just for fun, can you roll the 2 shields dice to see what would happen anyway?
Yeah,
I mean, I know that it's irrelevant in this scenario, but sort of 2.
Have a look. So the shields would have taken one of those successes away.
So it was well and truly missed.
Yep.
Okay, that's slightly embarrassing. Let's see if you can do better with torpedoes.
I hope so. Got not as many dice this time. These guys only got 3 each. Although I have managed to roll quite a lot of 6s on that one. So I've actually got 4 6s there, guys. So
the torpedo gunners are awake.
Got 4 rerolls. I've got 3 more hits out of that. So actually that's really good. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 hits. So we're actually.
But there's point defence.
So we've got the point defence now. So the battleship's got 5 point defence, which I think you should roll for that one, Neil.
Okay, let's see what happens with this.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, here we go. Oh dear. Okay,
it's
6.
It's got a 6. So you've actually taken it down to 10 hits.
So I need 1 success to save the ship.
Oh, he's got it.
Absolutely, Alex. Okay, so down to 9. So the Directorate sort of saved the day on that one. That was fortunate though.
So what it's worth noting there, guys, is that the big difference between Firestorm and Taskforce is that the PD is done separately. It's not added in to the shield rolls. You just roll the PD basically.
Gotcha. Okay, so and that's because of the coloured mechanic, isn't it?
It's the colour mechanic. Yeah, you've got the
shields are red.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay,
yeah.
And that's
so it's really simple. That's the way to do the shooting. It's really easy, really nice and simple.
Okay.
So,
well, should we return the favour and actually just turn that battleship in and
let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's see what happens when we do that.
So the battleship is going to go. He's got a movement of 6, so he actually only has to move 3 inches, which is what he wants really. And then he can turn at the end. He's going to turn to get his weapons on that front cruiser there.
Right.
So the Eliminator, he's got a laser battery, which is 360 arc, so he can fire which way he wants. He's got 4 gunnery, and he's got torpedoes. So this guy's pretty nasty. The battleships are nasty.
Right.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fire my laser batteries into this guy now.
Okay.
I'm going to fire my gunnery into this guy.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm going to fire him into that, because he's going to get a few more dice then. That's pretty nasty. Unfortunately, his torpedoes in Directorate fashion are port and starboard, so I've not got any targets for those guys.
Well, that's fortunate for the Aquans.
Fortunate for the Aquans. So we'll do the laser batteries first now.
Just a quick note while Dan's calculating the dice here. These are our sort of statistics for the patrol fleet that we're using here. So we're actually still in lockdown mode now, and what that means is that over the next sort of few days we're actually going to kind of concrete the stats for release to everybody. So they are they're pretty close to final. So. For now, just take them as a great example of how many dice these battleships throw out.
So this guy's first weapon, which is the laser battery, he's got 14 dice. Effective range, but unfortunately this guy's in point blank, so he's going to lose a couple of dice. It goes down to 12.
Yeah, but against the cruiser, this is going to hurt. Yeah, it's going to hurt. Okay.
So we need to be a damage rating of 7.
Okay. Okay, there's another few 6s there.
So we've got 2 6s there, guys, so we get to reroll 2 more dice.
Yeah.
Oh, and I've got another 6, so I get to reroll 1 more, and a 5.
Adding insult to injury here.
That's pretty bad. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now, this laid on only gets 1 shield, so we'll let Neil roll this one again.
Okay.
Let's see what he can get. He's got a 6, though.
Bring the dice in. Come on.
No. So he's taken 2 successes away there, guys. So that's left us with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So
1 damage.
It beat my damage rating, but he's not doubled it.
Okay.
So what we do now is that we consult the damage table. So Neil has got the defender dice, and I've got the attacker roll. So I rolled a 4. Neil's rolled a 3. So let's have a look. Let's consult the table. So it's going to be 1 point of damage.
Okay, that was and we're using the normal damage table, not the carnage table. The carnage table is great fun because it basically evaporates ships off the table a bit quicker.
It can be very fast, yeah, very fast. So the next weapon we've got is the gunnery, which is going for 10 dice. And this is going to go at the escort carrier.
Okay, cracking.
So,
not as good.
Oh, that one's as good. Oh, that was really bad. What have we got? What have we got? 2, 4, 6. See, on this one, guys, I ain't even done enough damage to even get through to reach the damage rating.
I think in true director fashion, there's probably a gunnery sergeant there somewhere who's actually about to get shot in the back of the head. So that was unfortunate, but no man.
Unfortunate.
Okay, so they came in. So that could have actually been a lot worse.
It could have been. Yeah, the Ackham's got off pretty lightly there to some bad dice rolling. Honest.
Hey, that just to show how it goes. Okay, well listen, Dan, thanks for that. I think the next time in the video we're gonna look at bombers, interceptors, and boarding. But for now, thanks very much, Dan.
Cheers.